how did you guys pick your kids' names? So I, pretty much for Liam, I say that I picked the name. He says that he picked the name.
We went through like a name list.
Yeah.
And we picked a bunch of names that we liked, and we both really liked Liam. But yeah, it is funny because I think I picked the name Liam, and Sierra thinks she picked the name Liam. His middle name, Isaac. We both also like that name. Who picked that?
I think that was me as well.
No, that was definitely me.
I would not let you like pick our kid's name.
No, I 100% picked Isaac.
I picked it.
So why did you pick Isaac?
I just like it.
I picked Isaac because it's a biblical name, and it means he who
Okay,
laughs.
I know that too, but I'm just saying, I
There's
like
a reason I
Liam
liked it.
Isaac. It sounds nice together.
Anyway, so we both think we picked Liam's name. But with Rowan and Jace, so you picked Jace Alexander and I picked Rowan Asher.
Yeah, he was stuck between two names.
Mm-hmm.
And then even up until my baby shower, Rowan's name was going to be Asher.
Mm-hmm.
We have like blankets that say Asher. We have framed pictures that say Asher as the name on it.
Yeah.
But we ended up going with Rowan. All right, so last week I put up a little story on my Instagram and I let you guys pick the questions that you wanted to ask us. And I went through and I picked the most frequently asked questions on that list and I wrote them down. Derek hasn't actually read any of them yet. I know the questions that you guys have asked, but today we're both going to answer them. It's gonna be a good old time.
All right, let's go.
Don't put that in there. So next one. What is the age difference between you and your husband? Is it 5?
About 5.5 years.
Oh, but the other part of it, they asked, I didn't write it down, but this was the second part to it. They said, what is the age difference between us? And then, do we think it's a good gap?
Yeah, I
between the two
think
ages?
it's a good gap because I think if we met when we were the same age, I was not in the right place to be in a serious relationship. So I
A little
needed a few
rowdy.
extra years to mature and figure some stuff out.
I agree. Okay, how do you tell the twins apart? That's asked all the time.
So that's funny because yeah, when we first had twins, one of my concerns was that we would mix them up or they'd be hard to tell apart. But actually, it's so easy to tell them apart. So a couple things is their hairline's a little different. Like Rowan almost has like a middle part in a way, where Jace's is more of like a side part, and usually has a curl that hangs on the side. The weight, like Rowan eats more than Jace, so he's a little heavier. That's a dead giveaway. The way they walk is different.
Yeah. Jace actually has a birthmark and Rowan doesn't.
Oh, okay, that's a good way. I mean, do you ever look at that to tell them apart though?
No, I never do, but I just thought that was interesting that one has a birthmark and one doesn't.
Yeah. The other thing is even the way they cry, like the way they cry or the words they say, the way they babble, big difference. So I think there's so many ways to tell them apart. It's very hard to.
It's different
To
when
mix them
you're
up.
just seeing them the first time though.
Yeah.
Like, I think they look different, their facial features,
Yes, me too.
but then people call us crazy and think they look very similar.
Yeah.
At what age did you guys get married? That was asked a lot.
I was 24. No, I was 25. Wait.
No.
No, I was 25.
Oh yeah, I was 20.
I was 25. Sierra was 20.
How do you guys manage 3 kids?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Pretty wild.
Yeah. It's really stressful a lot.
We're pretty good with routines.
Mm-hmm.
They all have a pretty strict routine. What time they wake up, they have their breakfast. It doesn't change ever. So I think that's definitely the key to it. And then
Yeah, routine.
like sleep. I know not everyone's into the whole sleep training thing, but I think we just desperately needed to. So
Yeah.
that saved us a ton.
It's a lot and it's stressful, but you kind of just figure it out.
Yeah,
There are people with even more kids that do it.
that's
so.
true. And we have good help.
And we have a lot of help. That's
Yeah.
that's a big one. We have a lot of help. You know, Sierra's side of the family's like right here with us.
Yeah.
My
sister's
family.
really good with them.
Yep.
She'll take them. My mom. Okay. Do you have twins in your family?
I don't.
I have a cousin with twins. I don't really see her or anything, but I know she has a set of twins, but they're also identical, which means it's not genetic. Fraternal twins, it means it's more genetic. It runs on either side of the family, but our twins are identical, so it just means that the egg split randomly. Do we want more kids?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. I think I'm happy right now. Personally, I think we're happy with like 3 boys, but I don't know. I don't know if I want more kids. It's a lot. I don't know. How about you? You answer. My answer is maybe.
Yeah. I would consider one more, like max, one more maybe. I am content right now, and it's a lot with these 3, especially because we decided, well, we didn't decide, but they are so close in age. So it is a lot right now. I think it's easier if you have a bigger age gap. So right now, I would say not at the moment, possibly, maybe, I don't know, we'll see in the future.
I agree.
Where did you guys meet?
We met on a cruise. We just made a video about this, but we met on a cruise out of Boston, and it's a pretty good story.
We weren't I don't know where we were exactly, because we were in the middle of the ocean. We weren't in Bermuda yet, but we weren't in Boston either.
We were in the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
We met on the Atlantic Ocean.
What's your favorite kid/baby product?
Oh, that's a good question.
Have one?
Favorite?
Or we'll say most useful.
I don't even know. That's a tough question. Something that like gets kids to go to sleep, or their crib.
I think it's different. So for the twins, it was the Twinsy Boppy.
Oh yes,
we used
the
that
twin
thing
boppy. That was
religiously.
huge.
It saved us for feedings, just for them to lay down. We used that thing. I just donated it last week, and it was emotional. And then for Liam, it was the Itsy Ritsy Binky. For whatever weird reason, he would not take just any given pacifier. It had to be a certain brand, and it was the silicone Binky, and it was Itsy Ritsy. Moving on.
That's good. You know better than me.
What did you guys go to school for?
A degree in education, and I got a degree in psychology. And I don't use either of them right now.
I don't use mine either, but I also got a degree in psychology, and then I got another degree in ABA. A bonus question: how is Liam blonde?
It's a good question. I mean, so it's kind of weird, but my dad, he has blue eyes, and when he was a kid, he was actually blonde until he turned about 10 years old. And when I was younger, I wasn't blonde like Liam, but I had light hair, which is, you would never guess it. I have really dark hair. And so I think a lot of times people just think it's probably from Sierra because you have like blonde highlights.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you go a lot lighter than this. Sometimes your hair is very blonde. But actually, I think it's probably from my side, from my dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any natural blondes in my family. Well, my mom's mom is like a dirty blonde, but that's about it. And I think his hair is changing. It's getting darker, so it's kind of like his dad's situation, where I think by the time he's 8, 9, 10, it will pretty much be like a dirty blonde, light brown color. That's all.
Thank you guys so much for your questions. Let us know if you have any more that we didn't get to touch on in the comments below, and we'll try to answer them in one of our future videos.
Bye.